What up, folks? I don't have a tripod, so my phone is balancing on, my camera is balancing on my phone, so it may look a little crazy, and I'm also in the bathroom once again. But this video, not today, Satan. This video is all about my hair, so I'll start off with the recent stuff. So last weekend, I dyed my hair jet black, and then I went back with another box of dye and dyed it blue black. So it took 3 boxes of dye for me to get my hair this color, because my hair is like thick and it's not that long, but it's fairly long enough to need more than 1 box of hair dye. So okay, so in 2012 I graduated from high school. Yes, I just dated myself. Yeah, you know how old I am now. I cut my hair about here into a bob, and I dyed it like brown, like brunette type brown, but it was like an ashy brown. And when I got to college, I was not able to straighten my hair, and the city that I go to school in is hella hot, like hella hot. So I didn't have time to waste money getting it straightened at home and then come back to sweat it out in 2 days. So I decided, okay, well, I'm gonna go natural. So I went natural, but it was severely damaged. Like, I had no type of curl pattern whatsoever. It was just like I had to like scrunch the life out of it with the stiffest hair mousse I could find, just for it to look like some type of wave, some type of something. And it looked harsh, it looked like hay, it felt like hay, and it just looked bad. So eventually in May of 2013, the end of my freshman year at college, I did my big chop or whatever, but not really. I just cut off all the dead ends. So that transition from my bob to let it grow out while I was in my first year of college, my bob was about here, and it grew out to about like shoulder length, but then all of that was damaged, so I had it cut back up to about my ear, and it was just, from then on, it was just like love at first sight. Like, I just fell in love with my actual curl pattern, and I started to take way better care of my hair. And also, I had friends who were natural, and I was making friends, and we would share stuff like YouTubers. I honestly don't have a list of natural YouTubers that I follow, because after watching natural for a while and like getting to know my hair texture, I realized that me and her don't have the same texture. So the stuff that her hair does is not necessarily what mine does, and the stuff that she uses on her hair is not necessarily what I can use on my hair. Okay, let me get back to my natural story before I get ahead of myself. Okay, so I cut my hair and then I let it grow out, and from then on, from my big chop or whatever, all the way up until now, I only straighten my hair probably once or twice a year. The first year after my big chop, I probably straightened it once that year, and then once legit for New Year's, like legit, that was the end of it. So barely even twice a year, because I don't know if it really counts, so I'm pretty sure it was like the day before New Year's or the day after. It was very infrequent. And then after that, my big chop, a year later, it was about shoulder length again. And then now, this is another year later, going into my 3rd year since I cut my hair up to here. It is now down. I'm talking about the front of my hair. It is now here, which is like, say 6 inches of growth, which doesn't seem like a lot to me, but I guess it is a lot when you factor in the fact that you have to cut about 1 inch to 2 inches depending on how well you take care of your hair after that, because there were a lot of times where I myself would do something dumb, like get a scrunchie. Like a month ago, I got a scrunchie stuck in my hair, so I had to cut this front piece of my hair off, and it's not the same length because of that. Like, also, this used to be here because I wanted to cut myself some curly bangs like Sunkissed Alpha, but we don't have the same texture, so it looks all type of crazy. So My piece of advice for people going natural will be, one, everything you see on YouTube will not pertain to you. Because I use Shea Moisture doesn't mean that it will work for you. You know, I'm glad there are more products out there for natural hair than it was, say, 10 years ago. However, don't think that automatically because it worked for someone else is going to work for you, or that you're going to go natural and your hair is going to be like Naturals, or it's going to be like Natural Nisi or Sunkissed Alba, because I don't know why, but I thought, okay, as soon as I cut my hair off, I'm going to have some Sunkissed Alba curls because that's what I wanted. Like, no, genetics was like, no girl, no. And also, you have to get to know your hair, because my edges, like, if you use the hair texture system, I would say my edges are about a 4A 3C, and then my front, these pieces in the front are legit like just waves, and then I have some ringlets in the back, and then in my middle, like, my middle is also one of like the nappiest parts of one of the kinkiest parts of my hair, and I would say that's like a 3C. I have like 4 different textures going on, so I had to myself find a product that kind of made my curls a little uniform, and also find out for what worked for me, because I have friends who braid outs just don't work, or twist outs just don't work for them. You have to find what works for you. There's no secret to being natural. There's no secret to getting your hair long. You have to find what works for you. The secret is finding what works for you. It's no, I never ever took Hair Affinity, no shade to them, because it has biotin, which does help thicken your hair and make it stronger, which helps promote growth. It doesn't make your hair grow, it just makes your hair grow stronger and healthier. But aside from that alone, you have to drink water, you have to eat healthy. I don't know what specifically to talk about, because I haven't gotten any specific questions. I get really broad questions about what do I do to my hair, or how did it grow so fast. And honestly, I cut it all off, like because I used to have my hair straightened every single 2 weeks, and I didn't miss a beat. In high school, I had straight hair. Towards the end of high school, I kind of wore it natural a little bit more often, but I still had straight hair for the most part. But from college on, I said forget all that, and my hair is longer than it was in high school. Like, I could not get my hair to grow past here in high school, and here it is, like, and that was hair from, like, I had from my entire life. And also, I'm gonna be 100% honest, being natural is not easy. There are times where I am not gentle. I don't feel like doing my hair. I don't feel like dealing with it. I just had a trim, but I have single strand knots because I wake up and don't comb my hair, and I think that's okay. And you know, I'm not saying go do that, but I'm just gonna be real with you. Don't give up, because it's like, oh man, like, how does she do it? I can't even do curl formers once a week because I just died. It's just not something I feel like doing. Okay, I have to wrap this up because my camera's dying, but anyway. Don't do everything that you see on the internet, okay? Find out what works for your hair. Experiment. Don't go broke buying a bunch of products just because you saw somebody try it. Like, recognize what your hair likes. First, wash your hair. See how it feels after you wash it. Try different conditioners. Like, if you find a conditioner that works for you, then use it. Don't be like, oh, this works for me, but I'm also try this for backup just in case this don't work no more. Wait till it stops working or something. Don't, like, spend a bunch of money on a bunch of products that you don't need. Like, I have seen videos where it will be like my natural hair regimen. Why is the entire sink covered in products? Huh? Would you need 17 different lotions to moisturize your skin? Then why do you need 5 different moisturizers, 3 different types of gels, 2 different types of oils, and water, holy matrimony water, rose water, grapeseed oil? Why do you need all of this? Avocados, eggs. You really, like, to be honest, that is just a bunch of, like, some craziness that people made up. I can do a whole separate video of stuff that I use on my hair because it's very minimum, because I am, hey Jemiah girl, hey girl. I am a minimalist. I don't have 15 different products that I use for the same exact thing, because that's so pointless and it's a waste of money. And to be honest, your hair it's like silk, okay? I'm not saying that like, oh, it should feel like silk, like my hair is so silky. I'm saying that you should pamper it like silk. Do it like you do your skin. Do it like, take care of it, because putting a bunch of stuff on it is stress on your hair. It's really no secret. I recognize, okay, overall, I would say the secret is recognizing what you're doing to your hair that is preventing it from growing. And for me, that was using too much heat, too high of a heat, not keeping it moisturized and taking care of it like I should, because I would just flat iron it and then just go. No oil, no nothing after, just like not even moisturize it, not using deep conditioners. Like drinking a lot of water and not stressing out so much can help that. And not only that, but also taking methods to take care of your hair. Not just, oh, let me wash, condition, and put it in a pineapple and go to sleep. All of these natural flavors, if you don't know them, just search the internet and they'll come up, like pineapple, all of these stuff I'm talking about, slap caps, all of that is like out there on the internet. But feel free to ask me if you have any questions, because I can make a more specific video. This is just a broad video for because I really don't know how to answer anything specific, but recognize what's wrong with your hair, eat healthy, drink lots of water. This is so cliche, but I am so serious. I have problems with iron deficiency, so I did take hair, skin, and nails vitamins, but that's not going to grow your hair alone. Please do not put all of your faith in these vitamins, okay? Because they help in addition to the things that you do to your hair. So go to Amazon.com and do what I did. I don't like to wear bonnets. Sometimes I go to sleep and I don't put a bonnet on, or sometimes I go to sleep with my hair up in a pineapple or a ponytail or like a braid out, and I just don't feel like throwing a bonnet on top, or it's just too much, or like I just got my ear pierced, so I don't want to put like a bonnet on top of that. I sleep on a satin pillowcase. Like, find things that will work for you and take the precautions to take care of your hair. Find out what doesn't work. Find out what does work. Your hair, like certain deep conditioners, like